Hi, it's Julie Davison. Today I'm going to show you how to make this Clockworks card using the Emboss Resist technique with the little direct to paper with the ink pads on the background there. I'm going to show you how to do that in just a second, but first I want to share some other cards I've made with the Clockworks stamp set. It's a little trifold card, a little birthday card, and here's a simple thank you card. All three of these cards are in my Stamp of the Month Club series that I did for April, and when you join my Stamp of the Month Club you get the clear mount stamp set, a different set each month, and then 3 completely finished stamped cards, and they come just like this. So make sure to check out more information on my blog, but today I want to show you how to make that unique background on this card here. So let's get started. We're going to use a piece of 1.5 inch by 5.5 inch piece of very vanilla cardstock. And the first thing that we're going to do is stamp and emboss in the background. So we're using the 2 little gear stamps. I've mounted them on the same clear black and then the Versamark pad. And we're going to stamp with Versamark on the very vanilla cardstock. So this is a watermark ink pad. It's great for embossing, so it may be hard to see in the light there, I guess you can. And then the embossing powder is going to stick to where the ink is. So we're using clear embossing powder, and you're just going to spread it all over the cardstock and then tap off the extra. And then we're going to take our heat tool and we're going to heat that up. I didn't really do it, but I pretended that I did, so now it's all done. And the next thing we're going to do is use the ink pads, and this is the direct to paper part. So we're using 3 colors, More Mustard, Gumball Green, and Island Indigo. And we're going to start with the lighter color, the More Mustard, and I'm going to take the cardstock with the embossed side down, and I'm just going to put it directly onto the ink pad. That's why we call it direct to paper. So just kind of all over in different places in the cardstock. And then we're going to take the next color, the Gumball Green, kind of go where there's no mustard. And this is really inexact. It's not supposed to look perfect. It's not supposed to be symmetrical. Next we'll do the Island Indigo. We're going to go in the empty spaces. We got some there. I love these new firm foam pads. They're so juicy. Perfect for this technique. Got a little empty spot there in the middle. Try to go back with the mustard. I'm using a cotton ball because I don't want to get the blue ink onto my mustard ink pad. And as I'm using the cotton ball, I'm also going to rub and get all the extra ink off the embossed images. So they're just going to kind of pop right out there. Okay. That is not it though. After we do that part, we're going to use our embossing buddy and kind of just go over the whole piece because we want to add some specks of metals. We're going to use the pewter embossing powder, so I don't want the other ink to catch the embossing powder. So now I'm going to just take my Versamark pad and just sort of tap over a few places on the cardstock, and then I'm going to use the pewter embossing powder and tap off the extra, so I just have a few spots that have it, and then I'm going to use the embossing tool, emboss it. Again, that was fake, but now you can see I've got the shiny pewter effects in there. So here again is the finished card, and I just use that as a background piece. I picked up the pewter embossing powder again to do the pocket watch for the main focal image. There you have it. I hope you'll try this technique at home. Thanks so much for watching. Happy stamping!